Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering the sequel that no one expected, Croods A New Age.
And in this sequel,
the
Croods family discover travel to a new and vibrant part of the world for a new home. Mm-hmm. Only to discover a duo of new cave people, yes, we said that.
Yes.
Who have become a modern Stone Age family.
Yes, that's the way to put it.
And they don't live in bedrock.
No. And before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, notification updates on future podcasts and World of Paws videos.
And the people that are the new couple don't even act like cave people.
No.
It's like, this is an ill-conceived sequel. Sorry.
Yeah, and like I said, no one really expected Croods to have a sequel after so long. They had a series on Netflix, and people were satisfied with that. They were like, okay, no movie, but you still got further adventures. Then they come out with this out of nowhere, and then what they showed was a little, for some, a bit underwhelming. And I think a huge part of the problem is that the Bettermans, is the name of the other tribe, they don't act like they're updated cavemen. Right. They act like they're modern day people in the jungle.
Yeah.
It's so far ahead. They don't even play off of the Flintstones, which would have been something brilliant, where they're acting like they have some conveniences in the Stone Age, but it's kind of like they never lived in the Stone Age. They're just like way ahead of their time, and everything is like, you have a computer, a big screen TV, a football game. It's like now. It's not even a little ahead. It's just modern day.
And they're better.
Hence the pun.
Well, the good things that we can find are, one, the original cast members returned.
Yes.
For the Croods family. Two, the animation looked good.
Yes. Very colorful and vibrant the whole time. It actually looked better than the first movie.
Mm-hmm. Three, the girl finds a friend.
Yes, and they
eventually.
were not. Yes, and they were not fighting over the same guy, or over guy, I should say, and becoming enemies and then friends. They were just friends off the bat, and that was a nice change of pace.
Four, the guy that she ends up dating, who was the voice for?
Ryan Reynolds?
No, the other one who was the...
Oh, the shoot, I forgot.
Yeah. They had a new
That's
person.
memorable.
And five, the movie ended.
Oh! Now, like I said, no one really expected a sequel to this, and thinking the time between 2020 when this movie came out and the previous one, there would be a lot more time to develop and really think out a idea for a second movie. And in some aspects they did try, because they really were trying with the animation, but the story just needed a lot more work. It could have been something really big or just as fun as the first one, but it seemed like they just did a okay job. It wasn't terrible, it just wasn't as great as the first one, which is hard to do sometimes for movies.
The Bettermans had a son.
Yeah, and
it wasn't
they don't
Ryan
know.
Reynolds. It wasn't Ryan.
No,
It wasn't Ryan Reynolds.
No, and you don't know what happened to him.
Right.
Yeah, they said you don't. They had one, but they don't know what happened to him. And they have the daughter, and that's it.
Right.
Which was a little odd, but I guess they wanted to keep us a little bit family friendly.
And then they wanted the daughter to be with some kid they took in.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah.
Or some guy they took in. Now, who was the voice for the guy?
Ryan Reynolds. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Duh,
yeah,
okay.
literally they call him Guy, so that's why it's like, wait a minute, what's his name? Guy. What's the guy's name? Guy.
So I'm confused. So is this movie. It didn't make any sense to. Maybe they decided they were doing a shout out to the Flintstones, but the only difference is the Flintstones came out decades ago, and when they did this original idea, originally it was fresh and different had been done. Doing a shout out to the Flintstones in 2020s doesn't make any sense.
No, because when you start watching, unless you're used to the type of humor they're doing and the references, they don't really come off as funny. It's just they brought in all the stuff from modern day you kind of want to see in modern day movies and brought them all the way back to the Stone Age. Like, is this kid good enough for this kid? You don't need to live in the wild. You've got modern conveniences, and the old trope where they're softer now because they have their version of modern conveniences and they're using the animals and the plants and stuff to make their equivalent of air conditioners and TVs and things, and they don't know how to fight because they've been cuddled too much. And it's like, you see that a lot in movies, and this isn't the case for everyone that lives in the city or have a lot of convenience and stuff. It's not the same for everyone. So the fact they put that in this movie, and it was literally a whole millennia before it even existed, and brought in the modern day worries into the caveman era, it was just like, well, why? Did someone think that would be funny to see how they react to it? It's about the same as a regular person.
And all I can think of besides the Flintstones were the old Geico commercials. It just
Yeah.
didn't work. Now, if you don't agree, let us know in the comments below. What made this endearing to you or a joy to watch? Again, we're glad the entire cast returned from the first movie, but this movie just didn't work. Whereas the first one was fun, and it was different, and it was new, and it was endearing, and had happy ending. This one just seemed forced.
Yeah, it looked like the entire thing was trying to bring in all the modern things into the caveman era and how they would deal with it. But once a movie or show does that, it no longer becomes something that is of its time. It's putting in modern day things, trying to force it to be modern day. And unfortunately, this is a big example of it that we're seeing too much of in movies now.
So this is a DreamWorks movie, and I kind of wish it wasn't.
Right, and they've had a few ones that were not so good, just like any studio, but you just kind of wish this wasn't one of them.
Right.
Because you really wanted to love this one.
Now, if you've seen Croods 2, let us know what you think in the comments below. Did you love it, hate it? We really want to hear what you have to say. If you haven't seen it, I don't know if it's streaming.
It should be. I think it's on Hulu,
Okay.
and it's available on DVD to purchase or rent.
But I wouldn't recommend that.
Right.
Now, we want to thank you also for your support, for watching and listening to us. We really appreciate it. We want to support you as well. So, if we're not following you, haven't checked out your channel, leave the name of your channel in the comments below. A link would be more fantastic, and we'll check it out. And subscribe to you as well.
Yes, and if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and weekly videos on your favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely.
So, thank you so much for watching Rascal Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.